This video is part of a series of videos I'm doing on manual machining, and this machine is a KRV 2000. It's an XYZ machine. It's a turret mill, and these turret mills, they're all similar to the Bridgeport BRJ, and these are very versatile machines. You can tip the head over, you can tip it forward and backwards, you can rotate it, you do all sorts of stuff. So it's really useful for, you can tip the head right over and drill holes in the side of a part if you want to. So they're very versatile machines, and they can really access all areas. So they're really useful to have in a workshop. But they are manual machines, they're not CNC controlled. This one's got an ACU-RITE Mill Vision digital readout. It's a fairly old 1990, 89, 99, 1990 DRO, but it's still got some quite clever little functions on there. So enjoy the video. So in this video I'm going to show you how to switch on the machine, plug it into the wall, switch it on, and then see the control come on. I'm going to give you a brief look around the machine to show you what everything does. So we're plugging it in there, switching it on there, and then switching them three on there. Yep, and it comes on, green light there. Then we switch on the DRO, and that takes a minute or two.
Any key to continue?
Yep. And then press DRO. Yep, that's come up with the DRO. Now let's look at the so the handle. You've got this, you have to grip it to stop that turning, to make it actually turn, and we're going from left to right. And that's our dial that we can set with this, but we're not using it because we're using the digital readout. So that's the left to right, which is effectively moving the x-axis. And then if you want to move that handle, that moves it in and out. See that moving front to back, and that's your y-axis. And then on here you've got your two locks to lock your left to right, that's your X. Then we've got the lock there, which is for the Y, front to back. Yep. And then this handle, which we take out, put that way round. Always take that out and put it in backwards after, so it's out the way. Yeah.
Safety.
Yeah. And then that will take the table, the near the machine, up and down. So the table's moving up. See the table going up and down. And then round the side here, we've got the locks for that, which are these two. Yeah. Them two there lock that in position. So once that's in position, we lock it up. Then coming to this side, got what we call the quill, and that's this handle here, and that you can take that handle out, yeah, and that moves the quill of the machine. That's like your drilling axis in and out. And again, we've got a lock on that, which is this, which locks that in position when that's in the home position. And that's actually your Z axis. When you move that in and out, up and down, you see your Z on there. Yeah, that's perfect. And it's using that scale there. Okay. And this has also got this hand wheel, which is for finer. You pull that across, should be able to turn that. And that's for your finer adjustment, so that you can get a more accurate position on it when using it in manual. And again, you can see the Z moving there. That's for your more accurate movements. And then looking at the front of the machine, you'll see there's 4 bolts. These 4, it's behind that and in there. and they're for rotating around this here, this scale. You can see that's at 0 degrees, and that bolt there moves it around, so you can move that to any angle you want, then lock it back up.
Left and right
this one,
facing the machine.
Yeah, so this one, if you undo these three, then you can move the machine, you can rotate it front to back like that, and that's done with this bolt at the back here, this one, which is for adjusting that. And then we've also got the adjustment of the column, which with these 4 bolts, there's 2 on the opposite side, you can move this column around, and then with this one you can move the column front to back, so it's fully universal to give you access to all the different areas. And then looking at the spindle control, we've got the forward and reverse, which starts your spindle. So if we click that, that starts the spindle, and then you stop the spindle, then you reverse the spindle, and then on the side there you've got the speed control. So you turn that, that takes your speed up and down, and you'll see on the front there it's telling you what speed you're getting depending on which gear you're in, whether you're in high or low. So you stop the spindle there, you want to stop the spindle. Then round the side here we've got this lever, and that lever drops into either low or high, and you have to just turn the spindle a bit to get that to drop in. That's it, now that's dropped in. And now when we start the spindle, it'll be in the high range. And you'll note that the reverse is opposite way. So when you're using low gear, you've got forward is forward, but when you're in high gear, you need reverse to go forward. So if you stop that now, you'll see now when we put it in reverse, that's running in the correct direction. So it's just slightly backwards there. If you stop that, you'll see that this lever is a brake, so you can pull that at any time to brake it. You can also use that when you're taking the collet out, if you want to undo the collet at the top there. Yeah, looking down here, that lever is to feed it. So once you engage that, it starts to feed.
If you want to go,
if you want to go rapid, you can press that button, and that rapids it over. And these handles automatically disengage, and that's why you've got this. You turn that to make it engage, and then to go the other way, just put it that way, press the button, and away you go. So use that to quickly get where you want to go, that rapid movement. We've got these stops here, and these stops are designed so that we can move the unit. If you look at this unit here, that unit moves over, and if we wind the table, if you wind the table that way, you'll see that they come over and engage on that stop, and this will stop your machine at that point. So you can set this up so if you're milling a slot or anything, you can move it from back and forward, and that will trigger that to stop feeding, or it will come to a solid stop if you're just feeding it by hand. Yeah.
Off.
Yeah.
Coming up. Coming up. Stops.
Yeah.
That's
it stops at that position.
The handle won't go anymore.
Yeah. It's a solid stop. Okay. So with those you can adjust your travel from left and right. Just undo that nut there, move it along, and then just tighten that up where you need it. You'll have to play around with that a bit to get the exact position that you want, and that gives you your stop from left to right.